You're the meaning in my life. You're my inspiration. You're bringing feelings in my life. You're my inspiration. I know you're wondering, Alicia, you here again for another week singing with your beautiful velvety voice? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Because guess what? Tips for Tuesday starts right now. Five, four, three, two, one. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. This is your girl Elisha coming to you for another Tuesday night live tips for Tuesday. And I am your wonderful host, Elisha, head photographer of custom creation photography, coming to you for another Tuesday night live and providing you some tips. And guess what? I'm singing You're My Inspiration because I wanted to give you a few tips on the content inspiration. Okay, so listen, if you are a business owner or you are posting an influencer or whatever you got going on and you're posting online, and sometimes you can be like me, we get stuck sometimes and we just need a little inspiration. Tonight's show is for you. All right, tonight's show is for you. Sometimes we just need that little piece of inspiration. We need something to kind of nudge us or get us our juices flowing. So tonight I wanted to give you just about 3 to 5 tips on content inspiration. You know, content inspiration kind of when you're feeling kind of stuck. Um so we're just going to not delay anything and get right into it. So tip number one tonight is study the leaders. Okay. One of the things that I like to do personally is look at brands that I like, I love, and I kind of look at them and how they post their content. How does their content look? How does it make you feel? And different things like that. Okay. I'm looking to see, just the aesthetics of it all and see what I can use in my own business to adapt. Oh, maybe I like that. See how that can work for me or whatever. Okay. So just kind of make it your own. Be inspired to make it your own. Okay. So once again, study the leaders. Okay. So you can look at brands that you admire, like I said, big or small, and analyze how they connect with their audience. Okay. Notice their tones, their visuals, and their consistency. All right. So, tip number 2 is borrow the strategy. Okay. Not the style, the strategy. Don't copy, adapt. Okay. Use what inspires you to build your own unique voice and presence. Now, that is something I've always done, I believe, all of my creative life, it feels like. I am inspired by a lot of works that a lot of creatives done even when I was younger. I'm always inspired by great art, great work and stuff like that, but I'm inspired to create something of my own though. Create something of my own. So what I do is I see how different things are done, but I always have my own way, my own twist and stuff on. I love creating, but I like making it my own. Okay. So that's the tip number 2, to borrow the strategy. Borrow the strategy. See what you like. How can you make it your own? Okay. Tip number 3 is pay attention to the patterns. Okay. Look, do they post every day, or do they use a lot of video, or um notice what's working for them and test it out for your own audience. Kind of look at some things, look how they're doing their thing, and see how it's working on their audience, and see how you if you can adapt it and see what works for your audience. Okay. Tip number 4 is engagement. Engagement. I know you hear that word a lot, but engagement is the key. So you see how the other brands are responding to their comments and community, and you could build the same kind of interaction with your own strategy. I know I get all excited, like when I have add it or tag the brand in like a post I've done. So maybe I've been into a store or something was, and I kind of shout out that brand. And when they kind of speak back to me or whatever, it's kind of exciting to, to get that type of engagement from a bigger brand. So, you can adapt that same, strategy and see how that works for you, you know? All right. And tip number 5 is keep it relevant to you. Okay. Use the techniques, but apply them to your own products and services and your personality. That's how you stay authentic. So, not basically, stealing or, just be inspired. Again, these are tips, these are content inspirational, so look at the brands that you're inspired by, the Coca Colas, the American Express, the Marriott hotels, the, some of the ones I like, Urban Outfitters. I like that. I like Coach brand. I like that. If you look at some of the heavy designers, see how they're I kind of like to look at their social media, study how they're doing things and different things like that. But again, you find what's inspirational and what you're attracted to and what kind of pulls you in and see how you can use that inspiration and see how it can work for you in your own branding, marketing, and posting. So sometimes when you're feeling sick, stuck, not sick, when you're feeling stuck and you need a little boost or some inspiration, just kind of just do some research and check out some of the different leaders, different brands and stuff and see how they're doing things. Okay. So once again, I'll go over those 5 tips again. Number 1, study the leaders. Number 2, borrow the strategy, not the style. Number 3, pay attention to the patterns. Number 4, engagement is key. And number 5, keep it relevant to you. Listen, I am your girl Elisha coming to you for another Tuesday Night Live Tips for Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. I thank you. And also, make sure if you have not already, we have just recently released, published our Snap and Go travel content guide. Listen, if you are traveling from city to city, state to state, and you're looking to have awesome pictures and content, make sure you get our guide. It is a blueprint on how to hire creatives in different cities. That way, you can make your travel content, your photography, a part of your itinerary as you're traveling and moving about. Make sure you download your guide. The link is going to be in the description, or you can send us a direct message and we will get that link to you. Okay. And also, if you're looking to manifest the life of your dreams, make sure you check out our manifestation guide that is available as well. I'm your girl, Elisha, and as always, there is more to come. Thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great evening. Bye bye.